Topic: particle nature of matter. The particle nature of matter has the following evidences. Number 1, Brownian motion. This is the irregular or haphazard or zigzag motion of tiny particles suspended either in air or in water. Example: dust particles suspended in air. Another example: nylon particles flowing in air due to the presence of air. Number 2, law of definite proportion. This law states that when elements combine to form a compound, they do so in simple proportion by mass or by weight to form a compound. For example, it takes 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen to form water. If it is 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule and 2 molecules of oxygen, it will no longer be water, it will be called hydrogen peroxide, showing that for 2 elements to combine to form a compound, they must do so in definite proportion. To illustrate again, for you to cook a delicious meal, you must put all ingredients at the right proportion. Without doing so, you're going to get a desired meal. Diffusion. This is the movement of molecules of liquid or gases from lower region to higher region. Simple atomic structure. An atom is the smallest indivisible particle of an element which can take part in a chemical reaction. Parts of an atom. The nucleus. This is the heavy portion of the atom and is located at its center. It consists of 2 parts. Number 1, the proton, which is positively charged, and number 2, the neutron, which is negatively charged. The electrons. They are negatively charged. They circle the orbit around the nucleus and are held in place due to the electrostatic attraction between them and the protons of the nucleus. Recall that like charges repel while unlike charges attract. So the nucleus tend to attract the electrons and the electron itself repel each other. So that action and reaction is referred to as screening effect. In a neutral atom, the number of electrons must be equal to the number of protons. That is, there must be equal positive numbers and same as negative numbers. Molecules. A molecule is the smallest particle of a substance which can have a separate existence and still retain the properties of that substance. Atoms combine in simple proportion to form molecules. Example: 1 hydrogen plus 1 hydrogen will give you H2, which is hydrogen molecule. Also, 1 oxygen plus 1 oxygen will give you O2, which is oxygen molecule. Size of a molecule. The size of a molecule can be determined by the following experiment. Number 1, oil film experiment. In this experiment, an oil film is allowed to drop in a shallow water. After some time, the oil is seen to spread. The area of the water of the oil is given as A equal to pi bracket D over 2 squared, where D is the diameter of the oil film and pi is a constant known as 22 over 7. When expressed, the volume of the oil becomes pi d squared over 4 times H, where H is the height or thickness of the oil film. So when cross multiplied, H will give you 4V over pi d squared, where H is the thickness of the oil film. Number 2 experiment. Tiny particles or smoke particles suspended in air. Observe a smoker and observe the smoke that comes out of his cigarette. You see the way it moves randomly in air. That shows that molecules or atoms have a smaller size which can equally move around. State of matter. Solids, liquids, and gases. Solid. Properties of solids are as follows. They have definite or fixed shape. That's the reason why a stone, when thrown, will remain in its fixed shape and volume, no matter the distance it has been thrown to. 2, they are held together by strong intermolecular forces. 3, they have fixed volume. 4, molecules of solid are closely packed. Liquids. Liquids do not have fixed shape and volume. Rather, they take up the shape and volume of their containers. Example, if you pour water from a cup into a pot, the water will take the shape of the pot. If you pour the water from the pot back to the cup, the water will take up the shape of the cup, showing that liquids do not have definite shape and volume. Rather, they take up the volume of their containers. They are held together by weak intermolecular forces. That's the reason why liquid can be poured. They can be used in washing. Molecules of liquid are loosely packed. They can also be poured, unlike the solids. Gases. The molecules of gases are held by the weakest intermolecular forces, which is called the van der Waals force. They have no definite shape and volume. Rather, they fill up the container completely. For example, no matter how small the gas in your gas cylinder is, it will fill up the container and you use it. They can be easily compressed. Their molecules are widely separated. That brings us to the end of the topic, particle nature of matter.